Hi, I'm Curt Doty with RealmIQ. We're promoting our RealmIQ sessions with some excerpts for LinkedIn. In this session, I'm talking with Phil Ranta, COO of We Are Verified. Let's listen in. At on a corporate level, that AI, and more specifically generative AI, is embraced by corporations. There's a lot of chatter amongst all the individuals on LinkedIn. If you're seeing all the flood of cheat sheets on LinkedIn, it's like, that's great, but to really affect change, it's going to take the industries and corporations to embrace it, because they're the ones hiring people and or firing people. We want to try to prevent firings. We believe in upskilling, so that people and companies can upscale and scale their business with these new technologies that are afforded to people widely these days. So that's what we're doing with RealmIQ, and we love to talk about AI. Created this format to have some frank discussions and highlight people's different points of view from their industries. So, Phil, you talk about the creator economy and how are creators using AI, and are they embracing it, or if they're and are they readily talking about it, or are they hiding it but they're actually using it? I find this a lot on the marketing side and entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, creators are tough to look at monolithically because you get all ends of the spectrum when it comes to AI.
Yeah.
You've got the screw AI, never going to touch it. Humans are better, so why wouldn't learn it? People over here. You've got the I'm going to make automated YouTube channels that are end to end AI where I just like plug in inputs and then it'll shoot out content and I'll make money with it on that side. Like everything, the right answer is somewhere in the middle, right? And I think that the smart creators are ones that yield AI cautiously, are able to do so with a lot of human input and human review of output, and ones that are hyper conscious of hopefully improving quality, or at the very least keeping quality the same, right? So some of the smartest uses of AI right now are things like Opus Clip, right? I have a full podcast. It will cost me $100 or $200 to get an editor to come and cut it. And as an independent creator, that's a lot of money per episode. I can shoot an Opus Clip. It makes a bunch of like TikTok ready videos. It can do AI captioning. I can just go in quick review and then I can shoot it out, right? Like, good use of AI, generative fill in Adobe Photoshop, right? Like, I've got a picture and man, this would be a great one, but I've got a horizontally aligned video and it'll look super weird if it's there and I have to blur the edges and it's just aesthetically unpleasing. I'll use generative fill to expand this picture out. Good use of AI, right? Using things like Tome for pitch decks where it's like, I'm pitching a TV show. Oh, I hate designing. I put it in there. It gets me a rough draft. I'm over blank page syndrome. I can go in and change it and change the pictures and everything. Good use in AI. What I consider to be bad use in AI right now is people who are like thinking that content is just something you have to have and it's about tonnage, and therefore I'm going to get Chat GPT to write my scripts, and then I'm going to use 11 Digital to do a voiceover, and then I'll use an automated stock photography thing to just plug it in, and then I'm going to put up 30 clips a day on a TikTok. I think that like that creating more spam or more junk way of using AI, it's popular with those kind of like growth hacker, make $1 million passively kind of people. It's just not the future of where this is going to go.
Yeah, I think what you bring to mind is how are you using this technology, not necessarily to just create more content or spam just to get your numbers up or increase followers or maybe increase revenue on certain platforms, but how can you create and enhance your voice or your personal brand or the products that you're selling? Again, thinking about corporations, not just the creators, but um, having humans. We talk about human-centered design a lot from the
Yeah.
creative world. But where is the human-centered content creation in the AI world, and how can we elevate that so that we don't forget about you know what makes us human, uh,
Right.
and, and realize that these are tools, but at the end of the day, we're still human. And I find comedy and humor severely lacking in some of these programs. So I think, with the writer's strike, I think the comedy writers are safe because there's no way that
Yeah.
Jasper, ChatGPT, or Bard is going to be as funny as an actual comedy writer. And you're a comedian, so you
Mhm.
must appreciate the fact that putting in your own jokes still makes it human, whatever you generate out of these platforms.
Yeah, but I still think, I mean, even as a comedian, I think that these LLMs are going to keep getting better at comedy. And part of that is because, as somebody who's like studied in the craft of comedy, there are formulas, right? Like there like the kind of idea of, a lot of comedians are hard on like sitcoms because they're all jokes that we've heard before that have been repackaged. A lot of that is true. Like, you can, if you're a comedian, you can like write 100 jokes on a whiteboard, and most sitcoms that you watch will fit into one of those 100 joke structures, right? The LLMs are going to crush that. Right? Like, LLMs would be able to write an episode. I'm not going to crap on any TV show specifically, but there's a lot of TV shows out there where LLMs will do a pretty good job of comedy. Getting like that, like zeitgeisty, cutting edge, like really new, really creative, edgier, different stuff, of the moment stuff is going to be different. Not only that, like the idea like improv and there being magic in the moment that come up with a discovery, like an audience which is differently, they watch something that's good. So I think there will be places where AI will be able to help even in things like comedy. It's just like it's a sticky situation because I don't want comedy writers to have even less opportunity. And I don't want, especially producers, to see this as a cost cutting measure at the sacrifice of quality.
Right. And I think the idea of AI replacing people and our talent is the wrong notion. Thanks for joining. Keep looking for more Realm IQ sessions on our website and in your LinkedIn feed.